Hello guys, what up? This is AJ. Welcome to my channel. Hope you're doing good. Today we are gonna see how to set up a nice countdown like effect when the player attacks and we turn to the cooldown time before he will be able to attack again to indicate the player why he is not attacking when he presses the button again, and also to show him when he will be able to attack again. So here I'm gonna select all the attack buttons. I have already set this up in a previous video. Please go check that out if you need. I'll put a link to that in the description. So I'm gonna select all these and add a image, and then I'm gonna select all the image and add a text. Now I'm gonna rename this image as fill, and I'm gonna do the same to other two images. Now I'm gonna select all the images and stretch this out. Anchor preset. I'm gonna use this option, and now I'm gonna change the sprite to a knob and set the image type to filled. Fill amount should be 0, and for this case I'm gonna set it to anti-clockwise, so I'm gonna uncheck clockwise, and I'm gonna delete this new text. Again, I'm gonna stretch it out here using this option. Set left, right, top and bottom to 0 for all the images, and I'm gonna set the font size to 80. I'm gonna set the alignment right like this. Now let's go to scene. Maybe if we type something here, yeah, we are able to see it, so that's cool. I'm gonna change the font size, font to say orbit or in black. I think this is good. This is a good font, and yeah, that's good. Yeah, and that's about it for setting up the text. Now in our fighter script, I'm gonna make instances of a fill image. So that's just gonna be a game object. I'm gonna call it attack one fill, and let's just copy paste this a couple of times for attack 2 and 3. Now here in the update method, where we assign our buttons, we are gonna also assign our fill. So attack one fill is gonna be equal to attack one button dot transform dot find fill dot game object. So this is gonna get anything with the name fill, which is tilted to our attack one button, and assign it to attack one fill. So we're gonna just copy this a couple of times for attack 2 and attack 3. Now here we are gonna have a new region, and this is gonna be called refill. And this region is gonna have just one method, and it's again gonna be called refill. And what we are gonna do in this method is that we are gonna check if any of the fill amount of the images we set up earlier is greater than 0, and then if it is greater than 0, we are gonna slowly reduce it to 0 again. If you see the image, we got a fill amount over here, so that's what we are going to be working on for this. So I'm going to add if attack one fill dot get component image dot fill amount greater than 0, and if it is greater than 0, we are going to reduce it to 0 again. So we are going to be needing 2 more of these for attack 2 fill and attack 3 fill. So let's just copy these and change it to 2 and 3 over here. Now how we are going to decrease our fill amount is we are just going to divide time dot delta time by our cooldown time, which we set up yesterday, and then we are going to decrement it by that much amount. So attack one fill dot get component image dot fill amount minus equals 1.0 f, so that we get a float value, divided by cd dot cooldown time of attack one star time dot delta time. Now to set the countdown time, we are going to say attack one fill dot get component in children, and what do we have in our children? We got a text, so text dot text equals, here what we need is a difference between a time dot time and a difference between a cooldown time and a time dot time, because that's the time we will be needing to wait before attacking again. So cd, here cd is a reference to our cooldown timer class which we made yesterday. Again, I'll be putting a link to that in the description as well, so you can check it out. Dot next attack time. So yesterday we incremented our next attack time with cooldown time, plus we set up our next attack time to be equal to cooldown time plus a time dot time every time we attack. So it's going to be next attack time of attack one minus time dot time, and again here we need to cast time dot time to integer dot to string, because here we are going to be setting it to a text field. So let's just copy this a couple of times and paste it here for attack 2 and attack 3. And that's about it. Oh, okay. Again, here we need to set a text field to nothing when the countdown time has passed. So let's add that, add an else here, and say this attack one fill dot get component image dot text equals nothing, an empty string. Let's copy this a couple of times and add it for attack 2 and attack 3. And that's about it. Now what we need to do is we need to set the fill amount to 1 whenever we attack. So let's just copy this line, and in our attack 1 I'm going to paste it and just set it to 1. Same for attack 2 and attack 3. Now we just need to call our refill method inside our update after the buttons have been assigned. And that's pretty much it for the countdown timer effect. Now let's hop onto Unity and see if it actually works. So here I'm gonna select all the fill images and set the fill origin to left. So we kind of start from here and we reduce it like this. Again guys, these are all things you can experiment within your project and choose whatever pleases you. So I'm gonna set the alpha just so such that we'll be able to see the images through the fill image, button images through the fill image. Now let's set the fill amount back to 0. Guys, if we hop onto our game mode and we hit any of these buttons, we can see that we got a cool countdown timer going to indicate the player when he will be able to attack again. And once it reaches 0, it disappears and the player is able to attack again. So guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you all for watching. I think this is a cool effect because it allows us to communicate with the player and let him know what is going on, and like when he will be able to attack again. Hope you liked it. Please give me a thumbs up if you did, and let me know your thoughts on the comments below. Thank you. See ya. Bye.